Folks, 8Zach here. It's been a while since I posted a video, but I actually have a decent topic to cover today. So I was playing Magic, and one of my friends messaged me, and she just got into Magic as well. And she's like, "Oh, I'm addicted. I can't get enough of this game." And I go, "Oh, you should download Arena." And she goes, "What's that?" And I go, "Oh, it's a Magic the Gathering online format." And she goes, "Oh my God." And I told her it's very addictive and she's already addicted and she's obsessed. So she downloaded Arena and she starts poking around in Arena, learning stuff from Sparky, the little nuances. And she's huge in Commander, but she doesn't know about 60 card formats, and a whole bunch of questions ensued. And I was thinking, for someone who's just getting into Magic and starting up with Arena, this might actually be a good topic to actually start and teach someone the basics of Arena. So we're going to start with the idea that you already know how to play Magic, more or less. So if you play Commander, you know how mana works, you know how to cast spells. So if you're starting to play digital Magic, don't necessarily know all those little nuance issues. So when you get into Arena, it's just another level. And I thought to myself, okay, let's make a video helping her out, but let's help everyone out. I don't see a lot of videos like this where it's teaching you all the small stuff about Arena that you should learn about. So I'm going to cover how to customize stuff, this, that, the other, and show you how to actually play for free without spending any real money on the game if you don't want to. If you're really willing to grind dailies and do stuff like that, you can actually play for free on Arena pretty well and have semi-competitive decks, if not super competitive decks, if you want to put all your wild cards into a deck. And I'll get into all this stuff, by the way. But it is actually very nuanced stuff for someone who's coming in that they don't know about this. So I'm going to start just with the basics. Here's your home screen. Your home screen is going to look like this most of the time. It's going to give you some really cool events over here, whatever's going on in that particular week. For example, we have something called Unbroken Blade. Earlier this week, we had the midweek challenge, and it gives you opportunities to win certain cards and gold and this and that. So this homepage is going to be basically where you're navigating to and from on everything. So we got the challenges up here, whatever's going on. We have Neon Dynasty just released last month. We got a bunch of items here. Here's your weekly wins. Here's your progression on your mastery. And I'll get into all of this a little bit more and how this is important in terms of the free to play aspects. And you'll see certain things like up here, there'll be advertisements for like secret lairs, and there'll be advertisements for like, whatever league is going on that they're doing. And they'll have deals, and sometimes it fluctuates, and you can actually just go through the deals if you want, or whatever's big right now. Right now, Alchemy just released, so kind of get into it. Over here, you have your play button, and this is how you actually get to choose what format you want to play. So, for example, if I want to play best of one, if I want to play standard Alchemy historic, if I want to just play a friendly match, this is ranked. This affects your mastery, and I'll get into all this a little bit more later. So kind of gives you, this is where you're going to basically go to play. And you'll have your dailies. This is going to be huge in your free to play aspect. This is how you're going to earn gold, which helps you buy packs, which helps you collect wild cards. And again, we'll get more into that right here. So let's go to profile. Profile. This is your basic stuff about you. This is your mastery ranking. Where are you on your mastery so far? So you can see I'm like platinum tier 4 constructed. I don't play any limited, so this is always going to be bronze tier 4. Over here, see the sets, your set mastery. And this is after a certain amount of experience, you fill this wheel in and it ends up giving you other stuff for your free to play, for the free to play game. Go over here. Here's my avatar. I have Ugin as my avatar. You could change your avatar. You can make it whoever you want. That is available. Ugin's kind of cool. So I have him. I had Professor Onyx, aka Liliana. And you could just change back and forth to whoever you want. Let's change to Nicobolus for fun so we could actually show people. And there you go. That's how you change your avatar if you want one. Over here, you have your platinum, again, your ranking. And then down here, you got some cool stuff. So for example, pets. If you want a particular pet on your sideline when you're actually playing, this is like the game starts up and on your left side, you'll have your pet. So I have the dog. Dog is my favorite. It's a happy dog. And I love happy dogs. So I have a happy dog pet. So that's how you change that. And they have something called emotes. Emotes are kind of things you need to unlock with mastery, or you buy with usually gems. I don't think these are usually available with coin, the gold. So you have to like actually change these to do certain things. So for example, like here, these are your classics. These don't really change. And then you have these special emotes. I bought the mastery for Zendikar Rising. So I have all these funny little stickers that I can emote with. And then I have these ones programmed in for my additional emotes. I think they're just funny. You want to kind of troll your opponent a little more. It's fun to use. So let's go ahead. So we got your deck, your level, your pets, and that's pretty much it on the profile side. Now this is the part where I was getting a lot of questions, is decks. So again, back in your home screen, you can choose decks. You can usually see decks from almost any screen except the play screen. It's pretty easy to use. So nuances of building a deck, things Sparky doesn't teach you. So for example, if I wanted to go build a deck, you hit the plus sign. That's how you build a new deck. It's that simple. And here's the cool part that a lot of folks don't tell you about. If you want to build a particular format, there's a way to do that. So for example, if I want to build an alchemy deck, I could go over here and choose alchemy. So I hit OK, for example, I want to build an alchemy deck. But here you have your very basic filters by color. Here you have a search bar. The search bar is probably my favorite thing. It teaches you a couple of things. You can type in the text in order to do certain things. Now, let's say I want to play, I love Flash. I love Flash decks. Flash is one of my favorite keyword abilities. I want just cards that have Flash on them. So for example, Flash, 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 Flash. My favorite colors for Flash are blue and black. So now I have all the cards with Flash in the text box or in the name. Anywhere if it says Flash on the card, it's going to come up. Now I'm going to point out that includes Flash back as a mechanic, as opposed to Flash, where you get to play something in instant speed. So you can actually filter this even more. I want to say, okay, I want Flash back. And this will give you all the blue and black cards that have flashback. And this is probably one of the most useful features. So if you got like a card you remember that you saw somebody play and you're not quite sure what that card was, but you know it was, let's say you knew it was red and black and it's centered around artifacts. And there's a deck right now that's red and black and it's centered around artifacts. I didn't see that card. Where is that card? That's not in my collection. That's so weird. Oh, maybe it is. Rip apart. Is that what I was thinking of? No. There's a red and black artifact I was thinking of, and it's a really cool card I want to add to my collection. Well, I don't see that card. Here is your crafting station. If you want to make a card that you don't have, you can now craft it. If you have the wild cards, here are your wild cards. You have certain amount of commons, uncommons, rares, mythics, and you get these from opening packs. And I'll get more into that in a bit. So for example, there's a red-black card I've been seeing a lot of, and it's based on artifact synergies. Oh, there it is, Cult Anvil. This card has been wrecking me in standard. This is an amazing card for somebody who wants to play an artifact tribal deck. So I didn't know the name of that card, but I knew it was in red and black, and I knew it was artifact synergies. And there you go. I found the card. That's amazing. It's really great. Now you can get even more filtered in your searches if you want to. Now, for example, if I unselect the colors, and I go into this is the advanced filter. This is like your Scryfall for MTG Arena. No, this is your gatherer for MTG Arena. It's going to give you all the sets, all the cards, everything you have or don't have, and you can literally filter everything that way. This is one of the most useful tools. Let's say you want to build something that's really low to the ground. You want 2-1-0 CMC or mana value, whatever you're calling it now, cards. You can do this. And for example, let's say I want all the 1, 2, and 0 CMC cards. Boom, I just got them. Here they are, all the ones in red, the ones I have and don't have. And if you want to see the ones you just have, you just turn off craft, and there you go. These are the ones that are in your actual collection now. This is probably one of the best filters I've ever seen. I think this is better than Gatherer. It's along the side, it's almost as good as Scryfall. It's that good. There's not as big a database, so obviously you don't have to go through all this like historic anthology. If you don't have all this stuff, you don't have to worry about it. But there's a lot of cool stuff. Let's say you want to build a pauper deck, you can just do commons. Let's say you want planeswalkers, instance, it'll type a card, it'll give you all the filters you need, and that's it. And look, you can even change to collected or not collected here for the crafting. So let's go back. So I'll just hit OK. So this is great. So you can search by mechanic, you can filter, you can go by name of the card here, you could go by color, and you got keywords that you can search for. You got target, like for example, I want to say draw a card. I want everything that says draw a card in white. That's going to be a very small database, but here you go. You have everything that says draw a card in white. Right there. Boom. All 16 cards right there. Draw a card. All right. So now you have your filter for everything in white that says draw a card. So God, I wish I could get rid of all my white cards for other cards. So there you go. You can literally search for anything you can think of to your mind's desire. You got channel now, you got activated abilities. There's so many things you can search for in this. It's your little Google. It's your Google for your cards. It's great. And then you got a bunch of stuff you can add in there to make it easier. Got the color filters, the advanced filters. Then if we actually want to start building a deck, I'm going to start getting into this. So let's build a black. I love making pauper decks just for fun. So let's build a black pauper deck just for fun, just to show you some other stuff. Okay, I want this to be a control-based pauper deck. So I like duress. Duress is good. So we're going to put 4 copies of duress in there. So we're going to have that. We're going to have some kill spells. Let's put, let's say, I don't know. We'll want a kill spell in there. I'm sure we can find one at common. Here, you're already dead. Got a couple kill spells in there. So we have this. So you can literally just click on the card to add it to your deck. And over here is how your deck is going to show. There's a way to change this. You can go and change it back to this style to actually view your cards. And there's a different way to view your deck if you don't like your deck this way. I never use that feature. There's a different way to do it. Maybe this style. No, that's for the special arts. So here is just like your basic filter, and here I'm going to add, take away, whatever. So adding cards to your deck. I want this to be sacrifice synergy deck. I'm going to have village rights in it. I'm going to have my ecstatic awakener. I'm going to have my shambling ghast. And those are going to be my win cons, and I'm going to have more draw synergies and more stuff that makes tokens when they die. Oh, here we go. So for example, I have Doom Dissenter, but I have him in different sets. So I have him in M19, I have a copy in the Amonkhet block, and then I have 4 copies from the blood, the vampire set. If I don't have that card and I want to craft it, for example, I want to craft. I'm just going to do this as an example. I want 3 copies of Doom Dissenter for my deck. I don't have any copies. You can add them to your deck, and then you can go craft all. You can hit done, and it'll say the following would you like to exit? So it's going to ask you some prompts. So if I had this deck filled up, so let's go ahead and do that. Add some more kill spells, more discard. Okay, so now we have our deck build. All right, so I go done, and it's going to say this deck has the following issues. It contains cards that are not in your collection. Would you like to save and exit? You hit cancel. So you could go ahead and just craft those cards, and it'll tell you, okay, turn 3 wild cards in from your deck. This action can't be undone. So I will go ahead and say finish deck. Now I have crafted my 12th copy of Doom Dissenter, which I really needed, because duplicate protection is awful on Arena. And now I have 12 copies of Doom Dissenter now, but I now have 4 for my deck, which is great. Now I have a bunch of copies of Doom Dissenter. I have my little control deck and Pauper, and this is it. That you can literally just craft your deck like this. Now let's say I think my curve is really low. I don't need 24 lands. You can literally just click on this and it'll start removing lands. Let's say you want to put in a different type of land. You can go ahead and add a different type of land. And if you are in here, this particular section, and you want to add or subtract a card, click on the name, it'll subtract it. You can click on the number and that'll add it. So if you have it here or you don't, you can control the number of copies in your deck just by clicking over here. So you can just find the 1 copy. That's it. Now let's say I'm not playing white. I don't want this in my deck. I can literally just drag this over here, and now the 4 copies are gone. And there you go. I can add back my 4 lands because there's no lands that I really want to add to this deck that are in my colors or utility lands or whatever it may be. So we'll click done, and then there you go. You have your new deck. And then in here, you'll see your new deck, and you can give it a new name called Black Hopper Control. There you go. And you just named your deck. And there you go. You now have your new deck that you just built, and you can now name it. Cool. So that's how you build a deck. That's how you add and subtract cards. And that's how you use the filters and crafting. And that's a lot of useful information there. Now let's go ahead and go to the store. Now the store is probably it's the most overwhelming place in Arena, in my opinion. There is a lot going on in the store. I do not like the store. I go to the store to buy packs, and that's about it. That's all I do here. And maybe check the dailies. I check the dailies every day because sometimes they'll have free coin, sometimes they'll have free gems. And when I say free, I mean like you can buy it for gold, which gold is free as long as you're earning it. And you can buy gold, so they'll have like a deal for like 550 gold for 50 gold. So you get 500 free gold today, or you get 400 gems for 1,000 gold. So they'll have daily deals, and you just go over here, daily deals, and you can see what's available today. So today they have a bunch of alternate art stuff for Kamigawa. Okay, cool. I'm gonna ignore this. Featured. This is all the stuff we usually see. This is not a bad deal. By the way, if you are going to put money into this game, 3,500 gem for $15 when the going rate is 3,400 gem for 20. This is not a bad deal if you just want to put, 15, 20 bucks in the game. That's actually how I started. I put 40 bucks into this game about 3 years ago. And I've been sort of infinite since, because I grind on a daily, or nearly daily, and earning my gold and gems and whatnot. So if you put in, couple, put in like $50 into the game, you can go infinite for a while. I'd say about 2 years I went infinite, and now I'm starting to like taper down on the number of gems, and it's whatever it is. It's not bad. So it's pretty cheap to play if you're willing to grind. So let's go ahead, and you'll see they have gem bundles here. This is what I was talking about. So like $10 for 1,600 gems. We got $20 for the, and whatever. It's fine. It's not a big deal. This is so you can buy a ton of packs. You can buy mastery passes. You can buy alternate arts. It's whatever it is. I stray away from gems ever since I bought them the first time, and that's about it. You really don't need to buy them. They do give them away in the daily deals on occasion. You could get a couple gems for certain things, and they sometimes have it in the midweek challenge as a something you can earn if you get enough wins. And then sometimes they have vault progress, and you can get gems from that if you crack enough packs and you have collected most of the set. They have duplicate protection, and you'll get gems back for those duplicates. So you have a bunch of options in terms of how you can earn gems without actually buying gems. It's always easy to buy them. I bought them once 3 years ago, and I've been fine ever since. Packs. This is all the packs that are available right now. So for example, if you want to see what's in standard, everything that is in white over here, white and black, this is everything that is currently in standard. And you can go ahead and just buy packs of these if you want. So for example, if I wanted to buy a couple packs of Kamigawa, we have Alchemy, and then we have the regular packs. And then we have Crimson Vow. You can buy Alchemy, or you can buy the regular packs. And it'll show you over here what the set is. It'll give you the set symbol. So like here's Strixhaven, here's Kaldheim, is Zendikar Rising. So this is everything that's legal. Everything that's in orange or gold or red, whatever. This is all stuff that's rotated out of standard. So if you want to build a historic deck, this is where you would buy your cards. Let's say you want to crack a certain card in that, or you want to earn wild cards, or you want to fill out that set. This is where you're going to buy those cards. You're going to click through here and buy those packs. So for example, I liked Kaladesh. This is both Kaladesh and Aether Revolt. This is the two blocks in one. They merged it. Amonkhet, same thing. This is Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation in one. And then they got both Ixalan sets. They have Dominaria. They have M19 and so on and so forth. These are everything that's in historic except the special cards they added for Jumpstart. So for example, you're not going to find any of your Jumpstart, not any, but most of your Jumpstart cards are not going to be in here. And those you are going to actually have to craft in your collection. So I could go back and show you. I can tell you for a fact that there is no Craterhoof Behemoth in any of these packs. You will never crack a Craterhoof Behemoth in any of these packs. And whenever they bring back Jumpstart, you might be able to crack one in there. But like, for example, if I wanted to Craterhoof Behemoth, I would have to craft it from my wild cards. And you go ahead and go Craterhoof, and you go ahead and craft. And we got to turn off the filter so it says historic. So let's go ahead and historic. Now I can actually search Crater. Still can't see Craterhoof for some reason. Oh, it wants a commander. Okay, how about historic, not historic brawl? Let's go ahead. Historic, or it's just standard historic. There we go. Okay, so for example, there are going to be, I still don't see it. That's so weird. Hoof. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. All right, so there are certain cards, just trust me, there are. So let's say Muxus. Can we do Muxus? All right, I don't know what's going on here. This is so odd. Okay. For some reason, we cannot craft Crater Hoof. Okay, little hang up. Not collected. How about that? Muxus. Okay, Crater. Boom, Crater Hoof Behemoth. That was a jumpstart card, for example. So you would have to go in here, and there are cards that are not in packs. Here is an example of a Crater Hoof Behemoth. He is not in the standard packs or former standard packs. He is in a specific jumpstart set that was classified under historic, and this is the only way to get him, is to craft him. No, it's not the only way, but for right now, that is the only way to get him. So let's go ahead and go back to the packs so I could show you this. So you go to the store and you buy packs. And when you buy packs, you unlock something. You unlock wild cards when you buy packs. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple packs of Kamigawa just to show you. Okay, I'm going to buy one pack. Let's go ahead and buy one pack. And then we'll buy a second pack of Kamigawa. Okay, so we'll buy 2 packs of Kamigawa. And then I will go ahead and go to my packs. So here is where the packs are that I was talking about. Now, packs are really important for 2 reasons. Number one, every time you open a pack, you're adding to your collection, number one. Number two, every time you open a pack, you're filling out these wheels here on the right. So over here, you have your uncommon wild card wheel. And over here, you have your rare or mythic card wheel. So right now, I'm about to finish my mythic card wheel. And after that, you'll see it'll turn into gold. So I think it's every 5 or 6 rares you crack, you'll have a chance to crack a mythic. I go through rares way quicker than I go through mythics. Land bases, good cards, whatever it may be. So I'm going to open up, 4 packs here. You can see that this just progressed a little, and this just finished the wheel for the uncommon wild card. And I go ahead and open that. Cool. All right, let's go to the next one. So I'm going to crack 3 of these, and you can watch over here, and opens 3, and then cool. All right, so we're going to open up 2 more. Show you how this works. All right, and now I'm about to finish my wildcard wheel for Mythic, and I get my Mythic wildcard. You see it goes over there to your wild cards that you're allowed to buy, and you can see this turn gold now. Oh, that's actually a pretty good crack. So got a Planeswalker. So now we can open up 6 packs to fill out a wild card wheel. So for example, I have 100,000 gems. I've collected these over the course of it takes me maybe like 3 months to collect that many gold. It's really easy to collect gold, and you can just crack packs and collect gold doing your dailies, and it's that simple. And you can just go through that, and that's how you play for free. And this is how you get the cards you need. If you need wild cards, you can go through here and just buy cards. This is the biggest contention about the arena economy. It is very parasitic. It only goes one way. You cannot trade in your old cards for new cards. It sucks in that respect. That being said, you can still play for free doing this, keeping up with your dailies, looking at the store for daily deals, and cracking packs, and there you go. You can play for free on Arena if you really wanted to. Dedicate your time to 2 or 3 decks. I will show you a deck at the end of this video, all commons and uncommons. I've done pretty well with it in standard. It is not an amazing deck, but it wins a lot. Probably more than it loses, and it's a great deck. All right, so let's go ahead, go to home. We've done the store. Now we go to mastery. Mastery is are you going to spend money on Arena? Yes or no? Okay, so if you don't spend money on Arena, you'll just get a pack every other day or every other time you get to 1,000 experience, and you'll get free packs. That's another way to fill out your wheel. Look online for codes. There are codes online for free packs of alchemy for Kamigawa and regular Kamigawa. You can open up probably 30 packs at this point for free and earn about 5 to 6 different wild cards easily. So search Google, and you can probably get 30 free packs just putting in promo codes into the store. So you go to the store and it'll give you like, it'll say like play Neon or play Kamigawa or play Amonkhet or play Kaladesh. And you just go to this part of your screen, you put in that redemption code, and you could get free packs. I think you get 3 free packs, and I think there's 10 sets available now. So you can get a lot of free packs if you're just starting out. And it's going to grow your collection. You're going to be able to get a ton of free cards, a ton of packs. You'll get a lot of wild cards. You get commons and uncommons, and a couple mythic, and maybe a couple even more rares. And sometimes in those packs, you'll find wild cards. So you'll have even more probably if you're lucky. So definitely do that. Look for those codes online. They're great to have. So we have the Mastery Pass, and that, again, going back to that, if you want to spend gems, spend your 3,400 gems. I'm just shy of 3,400 right now. Otherwise, I would have bought this. You can get a whole lot more rewards, and these Mastery Passes are pretty cool if you want like alternate arts and stuff like that. You get draft tokens. I should use my draft tokens more because I get gems just by playing a couple drafts. And the cool thing I've noticed about with the Mastery Passes is you get some, I don't buy the Mastery Pass until I've gotten to the last thing, the last step. So if I'm in 90 and I have the gems to do it, I will buy the Mastery Pass only then. That way I'm not wasting my time and money if I don't finish this whole cycle, this 90 days or 90 track cycle. But the cool part about this is they have gems. So you're spending 3,400, but I think you'll get about 1,200 back. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. It's usually 6, which maybe I missed one. Yeah, I think I missed one. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'll usually get 1,200 gems back on one of these purchases, and that's another way to go infinite with your Mastery Passes. If you're really good at drafting, and you can earn like 1,000 to 2,000 gems or 2,000 to 3,000 gems each season, you can go infinite in theory with all of these. Like I have 7 draft tokens. I have not played enough draft. I could in theory go infinite if I'm really good at drafting. If I earned 500-600 gems for each draft, I could probably go infinite. I don't even need to be that good. And then that brings us to our dailies. This is one of the biggest ways of going playing for free. Every day you'll have this daily task, and you can have 3 daily tasks in your bank here to do in a given schedule. So for example, this one's gonna unlock in 5 hours and 41 minutes. This one is already unlocked. So you can have 3 in your bank waiting for you to do. So I like sometimes, like I try to get on at least every 3 days. I'm probably on every day or every other day at the worst. So I'll have maybe like 2 in here. If there's something that says like 2 or 3 different colors at once, like, so for example, I had another one that said blue. If you play blue spells, it's going to count toward both of those daily rewards. And you can just work toward the bigger one. Sometimes it's 750 gold, and it'll knock out this one for me. Spill my water. It'll knock out the other one. Second, it'll knock out the other one, and it's pretty easy to do. And then that's it. That's how you go infinite in not infinite, but this is how you can play for free in Arena, and it's very easy to do. It's not a hard task if you're willing to play every day. You'll get enough gold. You can earn gems enough to get to a mastery pass over course of a year. I'm sure you can unlock enough gems, and that's pretty much it. And that's it. I could do a couple things here. I can show you how to challenge your friends. So Dina, this is actually the person I'm doing the video for. If this is how you message someone in here, you just go over, type their name, you say hi, and then that's how you can message somebody. This is how you challenge them. Go up to the swords cross, go ahead, pick the format, and you say challenge, and that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much everything you need to know. Hi, sick of me yet? No, I'm not. So that's how you basically play on Arena. How you can get started. It's really easy to do. It's just a matter of dedication and willing to spend the time, not necessarily have to spend the money. And it's really easy to do. I promised I'd show you a really easy deck to build. I've been actually wanting to retune this deck. This deck is legal in best of one standard. I'll show you the deck. All commons and uncommons. Shock is legal in best of one. And I've been looking through this deck, and there's a couple cards that I've actually been thinking about getting rid of. Smoldering Egg has not been doing well for me. And let's say there's a goblin card I really want to add to this deck. Boom. What's that goblin? There it is. Goblin Javelineer. I want to add this card to this deck. I want to lay on the damage early and often. So it's not really synergistic with my deck, but that's fine. Let's say you want this particular card. You want it to be all standard legal. I want another damage spell there. And I'm going to go ahead and find, okay, Spikefield Hazard isn't a bad card to have. Frostbite, good removal. I mean, we can go all Snowlands, and Snowlands are free. Snowlands don't cost as much on Arena as they do in paper. They cost the exact same amount in Arena as they do your regular lands. So why not run Snow if you need Snow synergies? So you can do, that's the other cool thing about it. Maybe I could put a Braid in here. Maybe I can do Cinderclasm. I can have a board wipe. I have a whole bunch of things I can do. How about Cathartic Pyre? I want something that does damage and draws me cards. I'll get rid of Shock. And boom, now this deck is completely standard legal. I can play this, and it is done pretty damn well. Den of the Bugbear, it's a great, probably the only rare. I would suggest running, get 2 of them maybe if you really want to invest 2 rare wild cards. I have 20 lands in this deck. This deck goes very fast through the deck because there's a lot of cycling and draw spells, cantrips, so on. I have never used this channel ability. I could probably change this for another Den of the Bugbear. And that's pretty much it. That is my super cheap. This is this is all commons and uncommons now. The exception of the Den of the Bugbear, which you can invest in later. You do not need it, but it has won me a couple games just having this in my land base, and you will win games with this deck. It is pretty consistent. It's a very obvious burn deck. It does what it's supposed to do, and it does it quickly, and you will win commandingly if you're not playing against a life gain deck. And if you're fast enough, I've actually beat life gain decks. So here's a great deck to build if you want to go ahead and just play standard best of one. You could put the shocks back in if you just want to do best of one. You could do this if you want to do best of 3. Add yourself a sideboard if you want to. And that's pretty much it. That is how you navigate on Arena. And there's a really good cheap deck you can play with and actually have fun with and be really quick. And that's it. It's super easy. Enjoy. Have fun playing Arena. Now that you know all the little weird nuances about the game, you can now play Arena for free. All right. I hope you enjoy the video. This is 8Zach, and I'll see you guys next time.